Hi, I'm Ashley. Welcome back to Life Beyond Locks. Today we are reviewing a brand new piece from Wigshe and I am super excited about it. I knew that this was in the making for months and I had to zip and not say anything, and I just could not wait for them to release it. Then they released it and I have one in my hands and I am so darn excited for you to get one in your hands because this is one of those pieces that you don't need to have, but once you have it, it's just so comforting to have. It's a Bandfall wig. So how do I describe a Bandfall wig? A Bandfall wig is meant to be worn, and I'll show you how to do it, around your head, just like every other wig, but with a wide headband to conceal the transition area. There's no lace whatsoever. What does that mean? It means it drives down the cost. It's gonna be more affordable. And two, it's going to be ultra comfortable. So you can wear this when you're working out, when you're going for a walk, when you're running errands, very comfortably. You don't have to worry about ruining the lace on your quality pieces because this is going to be almost like a backup, but like a really fun backup. In a lot of ways, it's like the hat fall wig. And you know, I love hat fall wigs. Like I wear them all the time. But I am a ball cap girl in the summer for sure. And I am a toque girl in the winter for sure. Not everybody is. And if you are not and you don't like having to wear a hat, then a bandfall is going to be a really great casual option for you when you don't want to be all done up and you don't want to be wearing a lace top. So how it works is that it is sewn so that the wefts are traditionally sewn this way, all the way up to where the lace is on a wig. But that also means that if you go to put your hair in a ponytail, you will see the wefts. This has been constructed so that the wefts are sewn in different directions to give a most realistic look when it's up off your head. They have adjuster straps in their cap. And as always, I do say size down when it comes to Wigshe. I just find that their pieces tend to run a little bit large to me. I am 21.25 inch circumference, 11 ear to ear, 12 front to back. And I do find that their pieces are a little bit big on me. So I'm gonna cinch this in a little bit because they do have quite a lot of adjusters here. They also have at the very front a silicone strip to help grip. So that's really helpful. So I don't know if I already said it. I think I did, but then my camera shut off and I restarted re-recording and I don't know what I've said now. I'm gonna put this through the ringer. So I'm gonna show you like straight out of the box, what does it look like with the hair, you know, box hair situation. And then I'm gonna take it away, I'm gonna wash it. I'm gonna show you how it washes and air dries because that's really important for you to see. I know it's gonna hold up because I have multiple pieces from this company and I have multiple pieces in this exact color. So I know that the color is not gonna bleed out or cause me any problems. And I know that the hair is going to dry fluffy and wavy, but I'm still gonna do that for you. So stay tuned because you can see that at the end of the video. Okay, so in order to install this, there's a couple of things that we need to be mindful of. One is that you're gonna have to actually have your hair up and really out of your face, and you're gonna wanna have it up high. So we're not looking, oftentimes you'll see me install a wig where I have just like a really low bun. For these, you're gonna wanna have a higher pony or braid, or in my case, I'm just gonna do the bun because I think it's easiest. And I'm gonna do something like that. The other thing that you can, but don't have to do, is wear a wig grip. I'll do it without a wig grip so you can see what it's like without. I will say, when I got my first Bandfall wig from Phlox, which runs at a much higher price than this one, I was always wearing it without a wig grip because I thought it would be a lot of pressure. But when I went to a tap class, I decided to wear the wig grip and I found that it was really, really good at keeping it in place. So you may desire a grip when you're wearing this, but that's up to you to decide once you try it on. Okay, so when I install this, instead of installing it sort of like right at the hairline, I actually want to move forward a little bit more. You actually want this to not sit too far back, especially if you have a head like mine. I have a flat head here. And so I always thought that I wouldn't be a candidate for wigs because whenever I wear a sport headband, like those skinny ones from back in the early 2000s, it would just pop right up. I could never wear them. So what I've learned is the best way to install this is a little bit further down. It'll give you more grip and it'll also be more comfortable. Okay, so I'm diving into it like normal. Now, I think I'm gonna move it back a little, probably something like this. The grippiness here is excellent. It's excellent. And I will say it is very comfortable. So I only own two Bandfall wigs. I'm not sure in terms of how, I wish it had a silicone grip at the back and a comb at the back. Because because I do feel like it's sliding a bit here. So I might want to do a wig grip with this if I were to be really active in it. So now I've got it on, and you can see I could wear a hat with this really easily and turn it into a hat fall wig and no one would know. But what I'm meant to do with it is put it into a ponytail. So I'll start by putting on my headband. It comes with a headband. They sent me a black one. I don't know if they're all the same color or not. I should ask that. But I'll also show you after what I tend to use, which is a much wider headband and my absolute favorite wide headband that I own, period. But there, that one's really cute actually, the one that they give us. It's a good amount of tension. I'm gonna flip my hair. Grab myself a ponytail. Oh, you know what I don't have? I don't have a ponytail holder. I'll be right back. I was not prepared. I found an old stretched out one. Okay. Okay, there we go. And that's it. If you want to look ultra realistic, you can pull out pieces of your own hair, but of course you don't have to. That's it. Now I can go higher with this than I have, but you get it, right? You could do a bun, you could do a braid. It's just really effortless, so comfortable. I do think if I was doing a workout in it, I'd wear a wig grip for extra security because it is sliding for me a bit at the back, but not enough that I'm worried about it because the front is so grippy. Okay, I'm gonna make a switch and I'm gonna show you two things actually. One thing is I'm gonna cinch it in at the back a little bit. So you can see me looking down here, but you don't know what I'm doing. So I'm cinching it in here and here. Okay, and then I'm gonna put on my wide headband. This is my absolute favorite. I love it so much because it conceals a lot. And if you're wearing a Bandfall wig, you know, it's always a bit of a concern that someone's gonna be able to tell. But their band is really thin here. It's not wide. So it can see, like, it's very easy to conceal even with a thin headband, like the one that they give you, which is like not thin, but oh my gosh, I think, but I feel like this is the way to wear it. I know that you're supposed to wear it up. I like this. Okay, so I do have a little bit of extra room here as well. This is always the case with me in Wigshe caps. Even the small, I have extra bunching a little bit. And I do find that that is a thing with Bandfall wigs. In general, is if they're not sized super tightly, then you have extra room. But the other one that I own is very snug and it's almost too much. So I'm glad that there's a little bit of extra space. Don't get me wrong, I do love my other one as well. But if I can find one at a budget price like this, then it means, you know, I can go run and play and do all the things without worrying about ruining the one that cost me a lot of money. Okay, there we go. I tightened the ponytail a little bit. I feel like it probably looks better to you now, but I have no idea. You can be the judge. Really cute, right? Super effortless, super fun. So I'm gonna go away. I'm gonna go wash it. I'll show you how it air dries, but I know they always have that's Chinese human hair that's used by Wigshe, and it always works out for me. I've never had an issue with their hair, and I think this is my 6th piece, I think. And I've never had an issue. It's just really nice, soft hair. I mean, it's not, you know, raw virgin hair that's European texture, but it's good. It's really nice, and it dries nicely. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I am back. I've given this thing a double wash to make sure that she is nice and clean, and I've removed any like silicone off of it, that I really have given a thorough wash, and I've air dried her over the banister. And let me tell you, she dried so beautifully. The natural wave in this piece is just gorgeous. So I'm gonna show her on like this. I thought about straightening her back to her original state or adding loose waves in her, but I figured a bandfall wig, depending on where you're going, you're probably going to be wearing her out and about doing activities where you want to look most natural, if that makes sense. And so because of that, I thought leaving her in her wavy state is probably a really good way to go, because I think it's just going to look that much more natural when I put her on. And oh my gosh, she smells so good right now. I put in my favorite products. So what I did was washed her twice through with a paraben-free, sulfate-free shampoo, and then I put my deep conditioner from Amika on there, and then I just put 2 spritzes of my heat protectant spray and 1 spritz of a leave-in conditioner, and this is how she turned out. I didn't do any scrunching or anything like that. But if you are somebody who has curly hair naturally, you might want to give her some extra oomph in those curls. And so you could do like the curly girl method or something like that to maximize the curls to make it look super natural for you. And as you may know, I do have curly hair myself. I just straightened it today because I was filming some topper content and the toppers were straight. Okay, so I've got my own hair up now and I'm excited to throw her on. I have not put her on since I was last recording with you. So I'm just going ahead and putting, it's so bright in this room, I can't see what I'm doing. Put the adjusters on. Okay. Probably wear her about there. Oh my gosh. I can't see a whole lot, but what I can see looks really good. The sun is just so strong in here this evening. Okay, this is the headband that they gave me, so I'm gonna go ahead and use the headband that was provided with the piece. I normally opt for something a little bit wider than this, but I do want to show you the one that they provide. Okay, so here, so pretty. Every time I film a Wigshe video, I feel like I must sound like a broken record, but it was just today that somebody made a comment about the hair quality being subpar on my YouTube, and said that, you know, their pieces are notorious or something like this. And this is piece number 6 or 7. I'm not getting special pieces, like I'm just getting normal Wigshe pieces. And every single one of them, if you go back and you watch the videos, you'll see that they dry pretty consistently. They're all Chinese Remy human hair, and they all have the same soft, fluffy texture. It's a little bit more on the porous side. We're not talking about super, you know, high-end virgin Euro hair, but it sure is nice and pretty and definitely realistic looking. So I'll give you a full turn and then I'll put it up in a ponytail. I mean, I almost don't want to put it in a ponytail because I know as a girl with curly hair that once I do that, I'm going to ruin the wave. But this isn't about me. I can always bring the wave back later. This is about showing you the finished product. So here we go. So I don't know if I told you the specs before. I'm sure I must have. I got the lighter density piece. So this one is 120, not 150. So there is a 150 option as well, if that's something that you're interested in, but I have the lower density version. Okay. I mean, how cute is this? I want to go look in a proper mirror because I'm just looking in my little phone screen right now and the sun is blaring, as I've said 100 times. So I'm really curious to know what she looks like. I'm going to disappear and I'll be right back. Okay, I just left the room, went to check in the bathroom and I'm back. I absolutely love it every bit as much as I hoped I would. So for context, this is my second Bandfall, my first one from Wigshe. I own one from a more premium, like sort of luxury brand, and they are very different in the cap construction. And one thing that I don't think I talked about, and now I'm gonna have to take this off to show you, because I filmed the first part of this video about a week ago now, and I can't remember exactly what I said, but the really cool thing about the cap construction on this one, it does look like an aggressive line there, but I promise it wasn't feeling aggressive to me. So interestingly, the one that I purchased previously from another company, it does aggravate my skin over the course of the day, but this one is a lot softer and has a nice silicone. The other one is definitely a higher end hair quality and color job, but it's constructed differently. So this one here, so the one that I previously purchased had wefts sewn in a circular direction all the way around the cap, and that meant that when you put your hair up in a ponytail, you couldn't see wefts, and so it was meant to be worn up. Wigshe did something different. They constructed theirs so in the middle, the wefts run horizontally. At the top, they run going upwards, and on the bottom, they go downwards. And so what that means is when I turned around with my hair down, you probably didn't see any wefts. So that means that this piece could be worn both up and down with ease. So I'll show you what I mean right now. So this is the top of the wig. The top is here, the bottom with the tag is down here. So when I hold this up and I move my head, you can't see the wefts, and it's because we have those top ones growing this way, the center ones, and then the bottom ones. So you really could wear this up, you could wear it down. And someone recently asked me when I did my teaser video on this piece, could you wear it with a hat and just get this instead of a hat fall? And the answer would be yes, you could wear this with a hat if you wanted to. You know, you do have a little bit more of the bulk than you would have if you had the hat fall wig, but certainly you could do that as well. So yeah, there we go. I wish the lighting was a little less aggressive right now, but you can see my camera shadow there. Maybe I'll hold it up over here. But a really good one from Wigshe. I am very pleased with this. I was a little nervous at first because the construction was different than what I'm accustomed to, but I look forward to giving this one a full workout test like I did with my hat fall and see how it performs there. But it is the same kind of material as the hat fall, which did really well. It was almost like moisture wicking when I was wearing it. So I wore my hat fall with a hat and I did a really aggressive HIIT workout. And at the end I was dripping with sweat, but I didn't feel like my head didn't feel gross. It was okay. And I think this one would be the same because it does have that kind of almost like moisture wicking fabric. So if you have any questions about this, please drop your questions below in the comments and I will get to all of them. Thank you for being here. Thank you to Wigshe for sending this over for review and for sending me a piece just like the ones you would send your customers, because I know that they're not sending me anything different. They are sending me truly the same type of pieces that you would be getting if you ordered from them, and you can get this at an absolute steal if you apply the commission code. So thanks again to Wigshe. Thank you for being here, and I hope this helps you out. Having a piece like this to use instead of your everyday piece can just be such a relief. I know personally, having my everyday piece with the lace, you know, you don't want to be compromising that on weekends when you're running errands or going on hikes or whatever. So having a backup like this certainly helps, gives you peace of mind. You can be a lot more rough with it, yeah, it'll perform. So thank you very much, and I'll see you at the next video.